And we are back. It's a live video after the international break, and this time around, it's taking a different twist. You know, how they always say two heads are better than one, but sometimes that's not always true. So don't believe everything you hear online because sometimes two heads are not better than one. One head sometimes might be focused and determined. And speaking on that note, I am focused on the betting tips for this weekend. I'm looking at the fixtures now; they look very good actually, and the guys actually just told me just do this alone today. Just take the floor, go and give our subscribers something to enjoy. And I'm honored to do this. I'm aiming for about 100 odds today. Like I said, there are lots of games to pick, but we have to be very careful because one, this is where we're just resuming from the international break, and two, there are Champions League games in midweek, so some clubs might have some rotation and stuff to do. But regardless, I'll cook up something nice, something good, something with a good probability of playing out correctly, and without wasting much time, let's go to the good stuff. And okay, so of course, starting with the Premier League, where the best team in the world, Arsenal, plays. If you don't agree, that's on you, man. That's on you. So let's start with Fulham Wolves. My prediction for Fulham Wolves: I'm not going with goals. I'm not going with corners. I'm going with cards under 6.5 cards. I think the game is still going to be a little clean. There won't be up to 7 yellow cards. That's my prediction. So I'm going with that. Aston Villa Crystal Palace looks like both teams to score kind of game, but Villa might end up winning it. So to be safe, I'm going with over 1.5 goals. Up next, we have Bournemouth Brighton. This is actually a game that anybody can win, to be fair. Bournemouth can win, Brighton can actually win. Brighton might be favourite on paper, but you know what Bournemouth have done already. They've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten City. They have no reason to be afraid of Brighton. So based on that, I'll just go with anybody win. Then City Tottenham as well. I'm not going for corners, I'm not going for goals, I'm also going for cards. Same thing I picked for Fulham Wolves. There won't be 7 yellow cards in this game. So I'm going with under 6.5 cards. Liverpool Southampton, I think that's straightforward. I'm going with Liverpool to win. Ipswich Manchester United, the new manager bounce will come in. Players will be looking to impress Amorim. I think United will not lose this game, but to be safe, I'm going 2 or over 2.5 goals. Then moving over to League On, we've got Lens and Marcel. Normally, I would pick Marcel to like win or draw, but their form has been shaky over the past couple weeks, so I'll just go with over 1.5 goals. And then we have Reims and Lyon. I'm going with Lyon win or draw. I don't think they will lose that game. I mean, the odds are quite interesting, 1.47. And this is something I don't normally do. I normally don't pick straight wins in my selections, but in the bit of doing something different. I mean, this is a different video because this is the first time only me is doing the live bet. So I will do something different in my picks as well. I will go for two straight wins. And my first straight win is RB Leipzig taking on Offenheim. Offenheim have been very poor over the past month. I don't think they would get a result here. I think Leipzig will probably do the job, get the job done. And at two odds, it's very exciting to go with. I'm backing Leipzig to win. We've got Frankfurt, Werder Bremen. It just looks like the Bournemouth Brighton game where any team can actually win, even though Frankfurt are like the favorite on paper. But I will go with anybody win. Verona's Inter Milan, I think is rather straightforward. I'm going with Inter Milan to win this game. AC Milan Juventus over 7.5 corners, end to end stuff. You really don't know what to get in terms of how the match will end, but I think there will be at least 8 corners in the game. Parma, Atalanta. Parma have been atrocious for the past month. They've been simply atrocious. They've not done anything tangible. I don't know why the bookmakers are actually giving Atalanta 1.65 odds to win. It looks tricky, but I'm going to I'm going to defy the bookmakers. They won't tempt me. I'm still backing Atalanta to win. Ademola Lookman, who has just been revealed officially as one of the top five nominees for the CAF African Player of the Year, where they'll be looking to make. He has already won it, though, but will be looking to just remind you why he's the winner, and you can expect him to maybe score a goal or two as well in that game. Then the league that I don't like for any reason at all. The only reason I'm just doing it is because I have to be professional, so I have to mention them. But personally, I won't have gone with La Liga this week. I have a standing personal beef with this league for the next 3 months. I have a personal beef with La Liga, especially FC Barcelona for what they did to my ticket. deny me of millions of naira, but that's talk for another day. Las Palmas and Mallorca, I'm going with under 7.5 cards. That league, they're actually very rough, for real. Legons, Real Madrid. This is the safest option that I gave Madrid. I don't want to hear Zini coming here to come and defend or come and start crying or lamenting. If Madrid cannot win or draw against Legons, there is no excuse. They should just disband that team. Win or draw, 1.15 odds. I did not carry Madrid to win or draw. If they can't do it, if this is what ends up spoiling this ticket, nobody can blame me. Moving forward, Fiorentina and Como have been poor over the past month. Although they have it in them to cause one or two upset, but Fiorentina will just, I mean, I think they won't lose, win or draw. Then Lazio Bologna, I'm playing it safe for this one, over 6.5 corners. Yeah, I think the game is going to be very tricky because both sides are on top form at the moment. So that makes it 17 games, 17 selections, and a total of 127 odds. If I put 10,000 naira, as I usually do, money you can afford to lose, of course, 10,000 naira gives me 1.2 million. Yeah, that's a good one for me to go with. 17 games for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, my best picks, my best selection. And let me give you a simple arc when it comes to my games. When I pick accumulators like this, like 10 games plus, if you check at the end of the day, not more than 2 or maybe 3 marks, if the game is not going to come through, just 2 or 3 marks usually spoil my ticket. So what does that mean? Make sure when you look at these tips, if you feel like this game is looking tricky to you, you can remove it, do your own edits, then you are more likely to win than somebody who did not edit. But I mean, that's just my own opinion and my own advice. And of course, if you edit any of my games, make sure you share with the community so we can all win as well. So you know what to do. If you have a Betano account, before this game starts and the odds start to drop or some selections start to be suspended, just play it already. Don't debate about it. Just put money you can afford to lose. Load up your Betano account and do that. If you don't have a Betano account, you also know what to do. Log on there, register yourself, use the promo code BETEX so you get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. I think, sometimes you need to try. If you are doing the same thing every time and you're not getting the result, you do things differently. So now we did things differently by leaving Oli Kolade alone in this video. And let's see how that will play out. Of course, I'll be here next week to see how this game's turned out. And hopefully, it's a green week where we can all smile together. And on that note,